welcome to San Diego / St. Petersburg here for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Navy 250 race here in NR2003. After today, just 5 races remain in the Truck Series regular season until the chase begins. Up in the front, we got Lane Riggs and Parker Kligerman in the 75. For the race lead, it'll be Lane Riggs who gets clear here out of turn 3, and Riggs will take control, as basically the deal is we're running here at St. Petersburg like we ran race number 3 this season here in the Truck Series, because San Diego has not yet been created in any game yet, so obviously we cannot race at Naval Base Coronado. So this is the closest we can get here is St. Petersburg on the street. So trucks are rolling their way through. Lane Riggs up at the front trying to get his second win of the season, followed by Ty Majeski and Parker Kligerman battling for the second position as we go through the very stadium section of the course here. And Riggs now pulling away to a huge gap here on this opening lap. Down the straight, you can see how much he has on Kligerman because he's been slowed down by fighting the 88 of Ty Majeski, the 2024 champion, who of course is trying to get back to the points lead. Got to find a way to beat the 17 of Gio Ruggiero, your points leader. But it is all Lane Riggs as he heads through the final couple of corners here to lead the opening lap of racing in San Diego Petersburg, as I like to call it. Coming out of the final corner, it will be Lane Riggs who leads lap 1 with the cautions on the speedway. We have a caution for the 91. Christian Eckes overdrove the corner and slammed into the Acura tire barrier, and that is going to destroy the 91. And Christian Eckes' day is done on the first lap here in San Diego. Disaster for the 91. That will cost him a ton of points here today as he get back underway on lap 4. Here comes Parker Kligerman in the 75 on the preferred inside lane here alongside Lane Riggs heading into turn 1. On the restart, behind them Chandler Smith and Majeski still 4 wide further back there with the 77 of Justin Marks, Trackhouse Racing owner, back there in the field as it's the Smith and Kligerman with Riggs fighting for the race lead, but it'll go to Parker Kligerman, who will clear Lane Riggs out of turn 3. He'll get in control of the race heading into the right-hander. It'll be Kligerman at the front row. Motorsports Fords right there behind him trying to find their way to have some good track position. So he head now through the S's. Kligerman still in control of this race, having a very strong run here. A few laps later, we are moving on through the field, and the 99's got problems. Ben Rhodes with a major mechanical issue into turn 2, and that is going to, as you see, Ben Rhodes just completely, it just looks like the engine shut off on him almost. So some sort of major issue. That is going to be almost a final death blow to his hopes here of making the chase for the Cup, as Ben Rhodes already 70-plus points below the cut lines. Just had no luck this season. Now out of the race. That brought out a caution. So on the restart, we have 4 trucks who stayed out. Chris Wright, Minnie Tyrell, Cole Butcher, and you have Butterbean Queen in the 12. So you got a couple of Ram trucks staying out. As now it's the 13 of Cole Butcher who will take the lead here in San Diego Petersburg. Butcher leading his first laps here on a road course in his career. Of course, had a really strong run at Rockingham Speedway couple of months ago, trying to continue that momentum, but he's been a very rough year. Lots of DNFs, destroyed trucks from Butchers. He tries to hold down Chris Wright right there behind us. They go 3 wide, a bit further back, stacking up throughout the rest of the field. The question is who's going to be able to get through these slower trucks who stayed out on old tires first. Looks like Parker Kligerman is in the best position to go take 3rd from the 12 of Butterbean Queen here through the double right-hander, and Kligerman will make that pass. So Kligerman gets by Butterbean, who's down to 3rd place, and he's going to have to chase down leaders, which he has. He's now on the outside of Cole Butcher for the race lead. Here comes Parker Kligerman, multiple-time former road course race winner in the Craftsman Truck Series. He's going to go right back to the front of the pack for the second time here today, as he'll get around the 13 of Cole Butcher on those older tires, and Kligerman in the lead here in San Diego Petersburg, looking to get his first win in a couple of years' time here in the Craftsman Truck Series. Of course, the Daytona win last year was disqualified in real life, cost him that victory. As here he comes down the final lap of this opening stage of racing on lap number 12. Kligerman comfortably out ahead of the rest of the field, working his way here through the final hairpin corner and back to the start-finish line to collect his first stage win of 2026. Parker Kligerman going to come through here to win stage 1 in San Diego, St. Petersburg, followed by Cole Butcher on strategy in 2nd, Lane Riggs in 3rd, Chris Wright and Ty Majeski round the top 5, Chandler Smith 6th, Butterbean 7th, Kaz Gralla in 8th, followed by Andres Perez, and Minnie Tyrell does hang on to earn the final stage points. So it worked out for all 4 trucks that stayed out, all of them earning points. So good strategy call for those guys as Kligerman gets a stage 1 win here in San Diego, St. Petersburg. And now we continue on the restart here on lap 14. It's Lane Riggs cleared to Majeski. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead into turn 1 here in San Diego. But Riggs is able to come down in front of Kligerman and Majeski and hold the race lead. What a move there from Lane Riggs on the restart. But here comes the 88 of Ty Majeski. He won at St. Pete earlier this season. Now he's charging to the inside of Riggs, but he can't get the momentum to keep up. And Lane Riggs will take control of the race for the second time from the pole position here in San Diego, St. Petersburg. Lane Riggs out front. Majeski is second, while Kligerman and Chandler Smith fight for the third position. But how about the 38 of 34 of Lane Riggs in control in the Long John Silver's Ford for Front Row Motorsports, trying to get a stage win. Is on to the final lap of the second stage. They're tracking down the lap truck, the 14 Mini Tyrrell, and it seems like it is Lane Riggs' time to pick up another stage win, and they'll continue to help out his points situation as we approach the chase. You want to be in those top couple of seeds here to realistically have a shot at the championship through the final hairpin corner. Mini Tyrrell will narrowly hang on to being on the lead lap for the third and final stage here, as Lane Riggs from the pole will come across to win stage 2 here in San Diego, St. Petersburg. Majeski second, Kligerman third, Chandler Smith in fourth, and how about a great run from Kaz Gralla in fifth, and then Landon Lewis continues to impress in sixth, followed by Perez, Honeycutt, Daniel Hemrick, and Justin Haley with some much-needed stage points. So Lane Riggs gets a stage 2 win. Ty Majeski and Parker Kligerman have been his toughest competition all day long as we head to this third and final stage of racing, where Ben Rhodes back there was trying to get the free pass, but that really didn't work out. So now it's Riggs, Majeski, and once again Parker Kligerman going to make it 3 wide into turn 1 for the race lead. Once again, who is going to lift as they send it all in the corner? Majeski goes really wide. Great line there from the 75. Kligerman almost clear for the race lead. Can he do it on exit 3? No, he cannot. Here comes the race at the middle. Majeski all the way on the outside lane. They're still side by side for the lead, but it'll be Ty Majeski who gets clear out of turn 3, and what a restart from the 88 to take control, trying to go 2 for 2 on street courses in 2026. Majeski got it done here in St. Petersburg back in March, and now trying to do it once again here in San Diego, St. Petersburg. But a caution comes out because the 13, Cole Butcher, who is second in stage 1 on that strategy call, has crashed out of the race. He'll DNF in 35th place. And now we're once again 3 wide for the lead. Majeski contact with Lane Riggs for the lead in the middle as they head to turn 1 and 2. Here comes Kligerman once again all the way on the inside lane, but it didn't work out for him the last time. Can he fare one spot better this time? Majeski does a huge block on Lane Riggs, and the 88 will keep control of this race. What a restart from Ty Majeski, who continues to be in control and is well in position to retake the points lead as everyone's really stacking up further back in the field, as it's been one heck of a race here. It looks like it's going to be Ty Majeski in control unless Lane Riggs can find a way by him here in these final 18 laps, and that's what Riggs is going to do. 10 to go. Here comes Lane Riggs to the inside of Ty Majeski for the race lead. The 34 seems to have been the best truck all day long, qualified on the pole, won stage 2. Now here he is on the outside, literally into the wall through this double right-hander to take the lead. What a pass from Lane Riggs, and he is back in control here in San Diego, St. Petersburg, as he gets around Ty Majeski for the lead. With just 10 laps to go, it is all Lane Riggs, and now white flag waving final lap presented by Credit One Bank. He has caught the lap truck, the 33 of Frankie Muniz here on this final lap. A lot of trucks who have ran well today have made unscheduled pit stops in the last couple of laps, clearly not having enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. That's really shuffled the running order up a little bit here, but still your main guys at the front, Lane Riggs, Ty Majeski, and Parker Kligerman. Is now Riggs will go to the inside of Frankie Muniz, who will now fall 1 lap down on this final lap in the 33, who's been able to keep himself out of trouble all day, currently running in 27th position for the former actor turned race car driver. So it is Muniz bouncing off the wall here, the same spot where Lane Riggs made the pass for the win, it seems, on Ty Majeski, and Riggs now pulling away as he laps Muniz, and now has a comfortable gap back to Ty Majeski. The last win for Lane Riggs came at the Charlotte Motor Speedway a couple weeks ago there in honor of Kyle Busch. Riggs got it done there in Charlotte, and now trying to win once again but this time be on a road course for the first time in his career, trying to get it done here in San Diego, St. Petersburg. 2 more corners to negotiate for Lane Riggs. 1 final hairpin to go. Majeski trying to close in, but he's going to run out of time. He will not be able to complete the street course sweep in 2026. Is down the front straight for the final time. It's going to be Lane Riggs who's going to hold on to win in San Diego, St. Petersburg. Riggs gets it done. Majeski in second. Parker Kligerman in third, followed by Andres Perez with a great run in fourth, and Chandler Smith rounds out the top 5. How about Brendan Gaughan in 6th, Tyler Ankrum 7th, Daniel Hemrick 8th, and then how about Justin Marks, the great top 10 run for Spire Motorsports, and Tanner Gray finds a way to get top 10. How about Jimmy Johnson, P11 in his first truck start in a long time. Great run there for Jimmy, and a lot of trucks further back in the field who had better days like Honeycutt, Kaz Grala, Jamie McMurray's all the way towards the back, but Riggs gets his 6th career Craftsman Truck Series win. He led the most laps, 25, which is half the race here, to win at San Diego. Also stacking the Xfinity fastest lap award, so a big points day and a big win for Lane Riggs. Ty Majeski in 2nd, Kligerman a great run in 3rd, same for Perez. We saw Chandler Smith there in the top 5, Brendan Gaughan, Justin Marks coming in for this race only, top 10 efforts. Jimmy Johnson, tremendous run P11. Kaz Grala had a top 5 truck today, but ends up coming home in 16th after a late pit stop. Same for Landon Lewis down there in 19th, was a top 10 guy. Mozak had to pit. He's down in 22nd. Jamie McMurray, Ben Rhodes back into the top 30. And, of course, Cole Butcher, Christian Eckes, DNF. And a terrible day for Gio Ruggiero. Multiple laps off the pace. Finishes in 34th. So the updated Truck Series point standings. 5 races remain until the chase, and Ty Majeski is now retaking the points lead from Gio Ruggiero, and he holds it by just 8 points over Lane Riggs. Then Gio's only behind by 18. Caden Honeycutt behind Majeski by 43. And then you see Chandler Smith, Eckes, Tanner Gray, Friesen still in good spots above the cut line. Andres Perez has now jumped above the cut line into 9th at 7 to the good, where Tyler Ankrum sits on the bubble 4 points above Jake Garcia for the final spot in the chase, heading to Lime Rock Park in about a month or so. And then you got Enfinger out by 31. Daniel Hemrick has finally climbed back to 13th in points, but it's still a stall task to make up 63 points in 5 races. As we end this episode, as always, I'm going to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much to JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley for your support. I really do appreciate it. It means a ton. It helps the channel continue to produce awesome videos like this one on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you all for watching. And if you are watching and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free, and it only takes a few seconds. And if you want to become a paid channel member, the link is in the description down below for just $5 a month. You'll get early access to all my videos and a shout out in each and every one of them. So until next time, I hope you all have a good one.